The Super Bowl is just a couple days away, and many people are finalizing their menus for the big game. In this week's edition of Healthy Living, I speak with registered dietitian Kendall Stagner to learn about some healthy snacking alternatives. Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of Healthy Living. I'm Morgan Doyle, joined with Kendall Stagner, a local registered dietitian, and we're here to talk nutrition and Super Bowl snacks this week. So, Kendall, what are some important nutrition facts that you always tell your clients?
Today we're going to talk a bit about fiber, and some of the great benefits of fiber in my practice that I discuss with clients is one, it's incredibly important and great for blood sugar regulation. It's great for improving your cholesterol levels. It's great for gut health. Also in research we've noticed that typically those with a higher fiber intake have a lower risk of chronic disease. So all of these are great.
Along with fiber, what are some key ingredients or nutrients that people should look for this Super Bowl Sunday?
Protein, beneficial fats, carbohydrates. So one thing that kind of happens with big events like these is we'll have some foods that are sometimes off limits to us. And then we'll kind of have this all or nothing mentality, and we'll eat sometimes an entire day's worth of calories in one sitting. Just be mindful of those portion sizes, and also be mindful of those hunger and fullness cues as well.
You have a easy, healthy recipe for us to try today, correct? What are we making?
Absolutely, yeah. We all love chips and dip on Super Bowl Sunday, so we're going to kind of take a healthy spin on that, and we're going to go ahead and add a little bit more fiber to it. And go ahead and make a hummus dip that's quick, easy to make, nutritious, and really easy to throw together.
All right, let's start.
So the first step is we're going to go ahead and start with some canned chickpeas are just fine. We went ahead and actually rinsed these off ahead of time. This just kind of gets rid of the excess sodium that was used in the canning process. We're going to go ahead and just dump these right on into the blender.
So you can use a blender for this, for hummus?
Yes, that's a great question. This recipe is incredibly simple. We're pretty much just dumping everything into the blender, turning it on, and that's it. Really easy recipe. So we're also going to use, I believe, tahini is our next ingredient.
All right, so we've got our tahini, and you said usually about 1/3 cup or 3 to 4 tablespoons.
Exactly. You may need to stir your tahini, as we just had to. Separation between the oil, since it is a seed, and the fat, that'll kind of happen sometimes. So.
Okay, so 1/2 teaspoon of minced garlic.
Yep, spoon right there.
Yep, this I can do.
Oil, we're going to be using 2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons.
I would recommend going for extra virgin olive oil. For one that's undergone less processing, so it will have retained more nutritive value and a lot more of those beneficial fats. The cumin, we're going to be using about 1/2 teaspoon of that. I always recommend my clients to use fresh herbs and spices as a way to really spice up and add some more punch to recipes, along with added health benefits as well. So I think all we have left to do is to squeeze the lemon in there.
So a whole lemon, or could you also use lemon juice?
Yes, you can either use 1 large lemon, which we're fresh squeezing, which will give it a more pronounced flavor. However, store-bought juice is just fine. Go ahead and use about 1/4 cup of that in this recipe. So Morgan, if you'd like to do the honors and go ahead and pour in the final ingredient in there.
All right.
Perfect.
And now just blend it up.
So we're just going to take a medium spatula here, go ahead and scoop it onto the plate,
Look at that.
and we'll see what we've got. But this will do great for adding balance to your plate and also adding that filling factor as well.
And so to go with hummus, we've warmed up some pita bread, and we've got some chopped bell pepper over here. And so we're going to give it a try.
Another great thing about the bell peppers are it's additional fiber and also packed with vitamin C as well. So you're kind of double dipping on the fiber here.
I liked your double dip pun there. That tastes pretty good.
Pretty good.
We're all excited for the Chiefs in the Super Bowl this Sunday, and now we have some great snacks to go along with it. So thank you, Kendall, for joining us today.
Thanks for having me on.
Yes, of course. And thank you all at home for joining us on this edition of Healthy Living. Make sure to tune in next week. We'll have some more health and wellness tips for you. Reporting for News Press Now, I'm Morgan Doyle.